We are happy to have one of the minority owners of the Lynx, Timberwolves and Lynx, Alex Rodriguez, join us. Hello, Mr. Sir, how are you today?
Hello there.
Thank you for joining us. Tiffany Mitchell with the drive in the basket. I was waiting for you to get over here, get your headset on, get all settled. I didn't want to say hello before you were ready to go. We're ready to go.
Oh, it's so nice to be here. My family's here, Jack's here, Nick. So we're excited and super excited about our team and the future.
Yeah, we've seen you at several Lynx games this summer, and I know last summer you didn't get a chance. Everything was happening so quickly. You're still getting settled in, but now you've had a chance to not only be at games, you've been around the team. You had the team out for the 4th of July. You're getting to know these players.
Yeah, it's taken me a minute to get my footing, and
what a pass and a finish there by Saisha Gori.
Point is, I have a home net here, and we're getting acclimated, getting the house, getting ready, and ooh, good play there. And yeah, it's just been fun. Obviously, schedule fills up a lot with the Wolves, and now you're going to expect to see me a lot more in Lynx game and start going to governor meetings. And I'm really excited and very bullish on the WNBA and our Lynx.
Yeah, we like that. We like to hear bullish. But first, before we get into that, I have to say your daughter sang the national anthem at the Lynx game, which was so cool to see you just in dad mode, doing your thing.
You were recording her over there. We saw it.
What was that like, though? Was it nerve-wracking to watch her sing the anthem at such a big stage?
Very, very, yes. Obviously with an exclamation. and it's funny, for a guy that played 25 years.
Stolen away, knocked away by Lee Mung. The three-pointer up and in for Mung. Go ahead, Alex.
For someone that played 25 years professionally, there's nothing that makes me more nervous than watching my daughters and then our two teams, right? It's so much easier to play. Let's just say that.
I love it. Beautiful pass from Carlton to Juhas. And let's wait for the call before we call it here. It is a foul on Maisha Hines-Allen for Washington. So, Alex, there are nuances in the women's game versus the men's game. You've sat courtside for both. You've gotten to know players for both. In the end, it's basketball, and it's competition, and they're at the highest level, no matter which side you're looking at. What has struck you, though, about the WNBA or these incredible women athletes that you maybe didn't think you were going to notice or appreciate?
First of all, the entire product of the WNBA is unbelievable. And the more that people come out, the more that people lean into it, they're going to realize the product is really good. That's one. Two, I mean, what Cheryl's done here over the last, 20 years or so, winning 4 championships is incredible. But you look at Nafisa Collier, you look at Diamond Miller.
You look at Natasha Cloud going in for the layup there.
Yeah, I mean, you just see the action back and forth, and it's really, really exciting. Look, I have 2 daughters. I come from a single mother. I have a very strong sister. I'm very, very bullish and proactive in helping women grow sports. And they don't need my help. It's flying. And if you look at the next 5 years, and from the business side, Martin and Leah, we look at this as we're even more bullish on the Lynx than we are on the Timberwolves, because the Lynx, if you look at the projection and the way that the WNBA is growing, is much faster than the NBA. So, A, we love the NBA, but WNBA we love just as much.
So we do, yes. And these fans do too.
Yes, I love it. So when we're looking, is there anything that you've seen as this league really continues to grow, and we've seen the ratings really skyrocket? Are there any thoughts that you have on areas maybe of growth that you're hoping to really see in the next 5 years?
Well, I think a few things. There's a lot of similarities to the NBA, right? I mean, if you studied NBA in the 80s and 90s, there wasn't a lot of people that were leaning in, right? You see the great work that Mark Davis has done in Vegas. You see the great work they're doing in Brooklyn. It's important to have engagement from ownership, right? And that's something that Mark and I are taking very seriously. We look at Glenn and Becky and Taylor as role models. I mean, these women, they're so good. I mean, they don't miss. It's crazy. And they're fast, they're strong. It's really a great product. But the other thing I think is really important is for us to be able to tell stories. The one similarity that I love, many similarities, but one that I highlight with the NBA and WNBAs, we have an incredible commissioner on both leagues. Obviously, Adam Silver's best in class, and the work that Kathy's doing, and I spent some time with her last week in Vegas. I'm really, really happy about her leadership, and her vision is really, really big. And then you see companies like Nike's jumping on board, and I think you're going to see other owners, like Tom Brady, and you see Dwayne Wade, and all of a sudden the story's getting out there, and all of a sudden all my colleagues are going, hey, how can I get a little piece of the WNBA? I said, well, it's too late. There's no opportunity here, but there might be other teams, and I think the team has plans to expand, and we're going to look up in 5 years, and we're going to remember this conversation and say, wow, this is awesome.
I love it. And I also love this Lynx shirt you have on. Like, that is really nice. We need more gear, Lynx gear. That is really nice looking gear. But
I had asked you, Alex, about having the team out for the 4th of July and seen you around the facility. You've had meetings with them, casual or formal, and I'm just wondering why that has been important for you to not just be sitting here and us to see you courtside, but to get to know these players, have them know you, see your face, know you're around, you got questions, you want to talk to me, you want to know what's going to happen with this organization. Why is that important to you?
Marnie, I've done that with you. I've talked to thousands of fans. I've talked to people around the league. But in order to be a good leader like Glenn Taylor and Becky Taylor, who are just role models of mine, you have to be able to ask questions and not be afraid of what the answer is going to be. Because the more questions you get, the more pattern recognition you get, the better leader you become. And it enhances the self-awareness, right? And we have to be, Mark and I, more engaged. We know that. We will do that. But people just, they're from Minnesota, but they're a little bit from Missouri. They want to show me state, right? And they want to show that we care. And part of it is sitting down with them and asking them, what can we do better? And I think we want to unlock a lot of the potential is by asking them, what's important to all of you? And look, it wasn't like the nicest conversation. They were very honest, and I loved it because, look, I played in New York for a long time. I have a tough mother. And you want to get the feedback, and then you want to start taking steps to make it as a better place.
Well, I know that's important to them. They love the fact that their voices are heard. You care. You're here. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good things are to come.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to the future.
Alex Rodriguez and Mark Lowry, both part of the ownership transition for the Lynx and the Timberwolves. Appreciate your time, as always.
Thank you.
Back to action at Target Center after Leah takes a selfie here. It's 45-41.
Boom!
And a 2 from Nafisa Collier.